time! Please! I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are counting down the 10 hardest bosses in superhero games.
Death is called Batman.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Onslaught, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes.
I
Ready.
am Onslaught.
Fight! First attack!
Opening up with the big bad of Marvel vs. Capcom, we've got Onslaught. Now, this isn't just one tough fight, it's actually two. When you face his first phase, he's in a heavily armored form that's incredibly difficult to damage. As you chip away at him and seemingly beat him, though, the second phase and fight actually begins.
Level 1!
Onslaught transforms into a colossal flying super version of himself. Considering how he flies back and forth, he's actually pretty hard to hit at this point, and when he attacks, the moves cover nearly the entirety of the screen. He's pretty much one of the toughest early fighting game bosses ever. Final boss, Silver Surfer. Now, if you've ever played the NES classic Silver Surfer, then you know this game is synonymous with brutal difficulty. It's just notoriously hard. The final boss is just the cherry on top of this very, very painful sundae. Like the rest of the game, if you touch anything, well, you die. And in this boss fight, it feels like nothing you do even harms him. It's an excruciatingly long barrage of projectiles and obstacles that you're just flailing around and hoping to accidentally get through. It's pretty dated game design to be sure, but it's one of the hardest boss fights in a superhero game. Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man 2.
At last, my masterpiece recreated. Oh, Rosie, if only you could see it.
For many, the Spider-Man 2 game from 2004 is a beloved classic that introduced us to some of the best web swinging we had ever seen. However, its final encounter with Doc Ock is anything but easy.
Why didn't that work? I switched everything off just like last time. It just isn't fair.
Hope you brought your dodging skills along because Doc Ock's metal arms hit like massive trucks. If you do get hit, you take massive amounts of damage, so if you haven't mastered the art of smoothly web swinging out of harm's way or perfectly timing your dodges, you're going to be seeing that game over screen a lot, and we do mean a lot here.
What have we done?
Mr. Freeze in New Game Plus, Batman Arkham City.
The thought of killing a man should turn my stomach. But as I look at you now, I feel nothing.
The Rogues Gallery of Batman are all for the most part pretty smart, and Mr. Freeze in Arkham City is certainly no exception. While the initial fight with him has a clever gimmick, in New Game Plus it ramps up and really becomes ridiculous. You can't use the same environmental takedown twice, so you've got to constantly adapt and find new ways to incapacitate him.
You cannot hide. Where did you?
In a way, the game is also showing its strength with its great environmental puzzle design, but this fight is also just immensely difficult all around. And now, Mr. Freeze not only requires you to do a different takedown each time, but you'll also have to do a whopping 9 of them instead of just 5. Apocalypse, X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse.
You fools! You should be thanking me, not pursuing me. I'm the one who showed you the X-Men and Brotherhood could work together. You're stronger for it.
X-Men Legends 2 offers a fantastic co-op superhero experience, but the final boss against Apocalypse is an extreme marathon. So in order to defeat him, it's best advised that you find a strong team combination, even though it technically is at least possible to solo him, but sort of, it's just incredibly difficult for no reason, so do keep that in mind. The fight is already hard doing it normally, and don't even get us fooled by his first phase. He immediately goes into a second phase where he grows in both size and in power.
You'll never get through here.
Hey, how about a little help?
You'll have to continuously backtrack to gain the power of the Four in order to destroy the devices keeping him alive, since he'll keep respawning in his second phase form. Even with a full 4-person team, Apocalypse has no problem clobbering all of them.
Now do you see? I am destined to rule.
Brainiac, Injustice 2, Gods Among Us. The final boss of Injustice 2, Brainiac is a powerful and formidable fighting game boss. Thanks to him, hundreds of rage-quitting compilations have been born. As the collector of worlds, Brainiac brings a unique type of strength to the game. He's got multiple phases, and each phase demands a different approach. His attacks cover a wide range, so he's incredibly difficult to lock down. The boss will do entire combos on you, and yeah, they really hurt. At least they hurt way more than anything you can actually do to him. So in that regard, it's really an uphill battle here. If you're trying this out for yourself, well, we wish you good luck. Thanos, Marvel Superheroes. Long before he was snapping fingers in the MCU on the big screen, Thanos was snapping away health bars in the 1995 Marvel Superheroes arcade game. This guy is a monster of a boss fight. His attacks come from all over the screen, so it's really difficult just to even find an opening. And in typical boss fashion, he comes with 2-round fight, which wasn't standard for this game, so that's worth mentioning. It seems that superhero fighting games have a penchant for making extremely hard boss battles, and Thanos is of course no exception here.
One for JJ.
Scream, Marvel Spider-Man 2.
You can't have her! Too late!
The sequel to Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man gave us some incredible boss battles, and one that stands out for its sheer difficulty is Scream. First of all, there's the emotional aspect, which this boss fight is just hard to sit through, but MJ herself is incredibly fast and relentless.
Wait! What's happening to me?
Her attacks hit really hard too, and like mentioned, she's also so fast that actually landing hits can sort of be a bit of a challenge here. If your parries and especially your dodges aren't on point, she's gonna chunk you fast. That's why Scream is one of the hardest boss fights in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Kessler, Infamous.
I remember your voice now. You were there after the bomb went off.
I've always been there, Cole. Every step of your life.
The first Infamous game delivered some truly adrenaline-pumping moments, and it's one of the best superhero games out there, not originally written by a major comic publisher. The final duel with Kessler at the end of it is iconic. The build-up to the fight is masterfully handled as well, so it's incredibly climactic. Kessler is fast, powerful, and relentless. He teleports, summons duplicates, and seems to have a curiously similar brand of electricity-based powers like you do. Of course, we learn that Kessler is us, so it's no wonder the powers seem so similar. But similarities aside, let's stress how hard this boss fight really is, because Kessler is absolutely a hardcore boss fight to get through.
Die!
Final Venom, Ultimate Spider-Man. The final confrontation with Venom in Ultimate Spider-Man from 2005 is, without a doubt, one of the most brutally difficult boss battles in superhero video game history. It's a purely chaotic battle, and we've waited for this final showdown after facing off against him at multiple points throughout the game. Venom is incredibly aggressive, and he ragdolls you with certain attacks, which is pretty detrimental to the difficulty considering you're slowly surrounded by a fire that deals huge damage. But with all that said, it's one of the most cathartic Spider-Man game moments ever, and it's awesome to see Venom beat us up with the same moves we used while playing as him. So, which superhero bosses gave you the most trouble? Be sure to let us know down in the comments.
And now your blood runs as cold as mine.
I will turn your blood to ice.
I will avenge you, Batman. Your death won't be for nothing, Batman.